Holliday. She was an American actress whose career spanned stage, television, and film. She rose to fame in the 1970s for playing Florence Jean Flo Castleberry, a sharp-tongued waitress on the sitcom Alice, a role she later continued in the spin-off series Flo. Her signature line, "Kiss my grits," became one of the most recognized catchphrases from Alice. In 1984, Holliday received the Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actress for her performance as Mrs. Ruby Deagle in Gremlins. She launched her professional acting career with the Asolo Theater Company in Sarasota, Florida, where she remained for a decade. In 1972, Holliday relocated to New York City, where she performed in Alice Childress's play Wedding Band at the Public Theater. Over a year later, she joined the cast of the successful Broadway production All Over Town. In 2000, she was honored with induction into the Alabama Stage and Screen Hall of Fame. Died September 9, 2025. She was 88. Died due to apparent bout of pneumonia. Chuck Coates. He was an American professional wrestler, known for his work mainly as enhancement talent in major promotions, WWF, WWE, WCW, and his long tenure on the independent circuit, especially in the Carolinas. He was respected for his versatility, longevity, and his role in helping elevate other wrestlers. Cared primarily as an independent wrestler, Coates wrestled for a variety of regional promotions such as NAWA, SAPW, and PWF in North Carolina. He competed under several ring names, including Mad Max, Agent Max, Hans Hessler, the Russian Assassin, German Stormtrooper No. 2, and others. Died September 8, 2025. He was 63. Coates survived cancer 3 times during his adult life. He also endured significant health issues later, including heart problems following bypass surgery and several operations. Bruce Dumont. He was an American political analyst on syndicated radio and a television host based in Chicago, Illinois. He presented Beyond the Beltway, a talk radio program carried on 14 stations nationwide at the time it concluded in January 2025. The show, originally launched in 1980 under the title Inside Politics, also had a televised edition that ran on Chicago's secondary PBS affiliate, WYCC, from 1996 until the station ceased broadcasting. Dumont began his broadcasting career in 1968 as a producer at WGN 720 AM. In 1970, he briefly left radio to run, unsuccessfully, for a seat in the Illinois Senate, before returning to WGN to work as producer for Howard Miller, a well-known and often controversial radio host. He later shifted his career toward producing news features and documentaries for local television. A film he created on teenage suicide for WBBM-TV received an Iris Award from the National Association of Television Programming, while another project, addressing censorship in public libraries, was honored with the American Bar Association's Golden Gavel Award. Died September 10th. He was 81 years, due to cancer. Charlie Kirk. He was an American conservative activist, writer, and media figure. In 2012, he co-founded Turning Point USA, where he served as executive director and later became chief executive officer of Turning Point Action. He was also affiliated with the Council for National Policy. In his later career, he emerged as a leading advocate of the populist MAGA movement and was seen as a central figure in the rise of Christian nationalism within the Republican Party, up until his death in 2025. From its creation in 2012 until his death in 2025, Kirk served as the chief executive officer, primary fundraiser, and leading spokesperson for Turning Point USA, which he co-founded at the age of 18. The New York Times described his efforts as transforming the group into a well-financed media operation, supported by major conservative donors, including Wyoming businessman Foster Friess. On September 10, 2025, Kirk was fatally shot while addressing a Turning Point USA event at Utah Valley University. The appearance was part of his American Comeback Tour and took place at his well-known Prove Me Wrong table. Salli Sachse. She was an American actress, model, and photographer who appeared in roughly 20 films during the years 1964 to 1969. She made her film debut in 1964, playing a surfer girl in Muscle Beach Party. That same year, she was also seen in Bikini Beach and Pajama Party. Sachse appeared in numerous films, often alongside Patty Chandler, including Beach Blanket Bingo, 1965. She was born 1943 and died September 8th. She was 82 years. Per Mattson. He was a Swedish actor recognized for his wide-ranging performances across stage, film, and television. He is strongly associated with Drama 10, the Royal Dramatic Theatre in Stockholm, where he made his stage debut in 1972 and remained a frequent performer for most of his career. Mattsson has acted in several Swedish films and TV productions. Some of his known film credits include Fanny and Alexander, 1982, Slagskampen, 1984, Blueprint, 1992. He was born 1948 and died September 12. He was 77 years. At one point in the early 2000s, Mattsson suffered a serious illness affecting his brain. He was hospitalized for 6 months and underwent multiple brain surgeries. Neil Summers. He was an English-American actor and stunt performer, best remembered for portraying the rodent in the 1990 film Dick Tracy. He spent part of his youth in South Africa until about 1958, when his family moved to the United States. He started his career in 1963, going to Tucson, Arizona to work as a stunt extra in the film McLintock. Over the years, he performed stunt doubles for actors including Warren Oates, Roddy McDowall, Michael Anderson Jr., and Michael J. Pollard. Summers made appearances in a variety of television shows, among them Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Barnaby Jones, Death Valley Days, and Guns of a Stranger. He also authored books about westerns, stunt work, and the representation of the American West in film and television. He was born 1944 and died September 4, 2025. He was 81 years, due to natural causes. Tiana Mangakahia. She was an Australian basketball player who spent 2 seasons in the Women's National Basketball League before moving to the United States, where she played college basketball for Syracuse University from 2017 to 2021. Mangakahia first appeared in the Southeast Australian Basketball League in 2011 as a player for the Brisbane Spartans. That same year, she also entered the Women's National Basketball League with the Australian Institute of Sport. Mangakahia earned her first international appearance with the Sapphires at the 2011 FIBA Oceania Under-16 Championship held in Canberra, Australia. In April 2025, Mangakahia returned from retirement to play with the Southern District Spartans in the NBL 1 North season. She was part of the squad that reached the grand final, though she did not take the court in the 3-game series loss to the Logan Thunder. She was born 1995 and died September 11th. She was 30 years due to cancer. Ted Goveia. He served as the general manager of the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the Canadian Football League. He is a 3-time Grey Cup champion, having won with the Toronto Argonauts in 2012 and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in 2019 and 2021. He held the role for 2 seasons and captured his first Grey Cup title in 2012, when the Toronto Argonauts triumphed over the Calgary Stampeders in the 100th championship game. Died September 12th. He was 78 years due to cancer.